Father, I praise you. You created heaven and earth, and you made a man out of dirt. You made one man out of dirt. And in front of me, I can see some Whoppers. Some Whoppers. Malted milk balls. Whoppers. Father, there are some people that have heard some Whoppers. And they heard those Whoppers at church where they are today. They went to get something from you, and they got deceived by the devil. That's what they did. They went looking for a word from you, and all they got was something that the devil said. And boy, was it tasty. Ooh, it was tasty. Whoppers taste good. There were some of those in the box, but the box is empty now. God has made things known from the beginning. And when you read the Bible, you ought to start on page 1, verse 1. You don't ever start. Turn past a bunch of books and get to find one named John. You better start with the one named that says Genesis. God created the heavens and the earth. God made a man out of dirt. Years later, God was not happy that he had made man on the earth. But Noah found favor with God. Noah found favor with God when God was angry. Angry because of something he himself had done. I don't know what kind of conversation, what God had, with Noah. But I'm glad that Noah found favor with God. Because God gave Noah some instructions. And 100 years later, Noah has built the ark. And his sons are now 100 years old, or thereabouts. Noah's 3 sons are with Noah, and they have wives. They don't have children, but every man needs a wife. And God saw to it that Noah's sons would have one. And they did. And these sons of Noah, after the earth was planted again and clouds were in the sky, those sons of Noah had children with their wives. And I guarantee you, they wasn't there one of them wives gonna go get into bed with their husband's brother. No. That wasn't gonna happen. It was not gonna happen. And God blessed Noah and his sons telling them that he wanted the earth populated, and he was counting on them to get it going. And they did. They got it going so well that later God came down to one of the cities where they were building, because they were putting some stuff together and they were planning to go up high. And God said, I'm going to put an end to this. That's what he told the angels that were with him. I'll put an end to this. That's what I'll do. I'll scatter them all over the face of the earth and give them all kind of languages, and they won't know what the other one is saying, and they won't be building anymore on this city, because they're going to be busy doing something else, because I'm fixing to scatter them all over the face of the earth and give them a language, their own, and let them do what I said do: populate the earth. The earth's population today is over 7 billion. It's worked. But most of that population, or most of this population, have been deceived by lies. And one of the lies going around right now is that I have to take orders from Jesus. Me, a son of God, has to go get orders from Jesus. That's what they're telling me. God has made Jesus what he is, and you better do what he says. That's what they're telling me. And you know what I'm telling them? Y'all can take what you just said and throw it on the ground, because Jesus said that those who did his Father's will were his brothers, sisters, and mother. And I just happen to be a son of God that hears God's voice, the same voice that Noah heard, the same voice that Abram heard, the same voice that Moses heard, the same voice that Samuel heard, and the same voice that Jesus heard. And God directed Jesus. And you gonna come tell me that God can't direct me, that I have to go get something from Jesus in order to survive? Jesus doesn't feed the birds. Jesus doesn't know how many hairs are on my head. Jesus doesn't know what my Father knows. And Jesus doesn't have to be told something to come tell me, because my Father loves me. And my Father speaks to me. Now, I don't claim to be more than I am. But if you think these people that are speaking today are going to come tell me that I've got to come and bow my knee to Jesus this morning, they don't know me. I'm kind of like Daniel. I'm going to pray to my Father in heaven. That's what I'm going to do.